Hey scholars, this is Jennifer from Ask Scholars and welcome back to another video on our series of how to get a 36 on the ACT. So today we're going to be talking about a very simple topic, but it's really crucial to understand, and that's how to calculate your ACT score. So as many of you guys probably already know, the ACT is given a score out of 36, and that 36 is called a composite score. Now, you may be wondering, how do you get that 36? Or how do you calculate that composite score? So basically, the ACT has 4 sections, which excludes the essay section. And those 4 sections are English, reading, math, and science. And each of those sections are given an individual score out of 36. Now, once you have all 4 scores from these sections, you're going to be taking the average of all 4 sections, and that'll be your composite score basically. And in some cases, you may have a score that falls into like a decimal, right? For example, you might get like a 28.5 or a 32.1. And you're wondering, how does the rounding work? Because for the ACT, when you get a score, you can't get a decimal. It has to be a whole number. So luckily for you, the ACT actually rounds up, so this basically works in your favor. So for example, if you get like a 30.5, you're not going to get a 30, you're going to get a score of 31. So you're going to get the extra 0.5 points in that case. But that's only if your score is in the range of 0.5 or higher. And like I said earlier, the essay does not become considered as part of the composite score. It's given a separate score out of 10, and the reason behind why the essay is a separate score is because sometimes, and some colleges don't require the essay section, so some students just take the ACT without the essay. However, I do recommend just taking the essay because most colleges in America require the essay. So when we're talking about ACT scores, and what you're going to notice on a lot of college apps as well, is that they might ask you for, a super score or a single sitting. And I'm going to give you like a definition of what both of these mean. Alright, so for a super score, this basically means that if you take multiple ACT tests, you calculate your composite score using the highest scores from each section. So for example, let's say you take the ACT 3 times, right? The first time you score the highest on English, the second test you score the highest on science and math, and the last test that you take, you score the highest on reading. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to pull the highest score that you got from each section, regardless of what sitting it was. That's going to be calculated as your average, and that'll be your composite score. So this is basically a really high score of your abilities from all of the sittings. And some colleges do accept this, some don't, but yeah. And now we're going to talk about the single sitting tests. So it works kind of like the opposite of the super score. Basically, you can't combine scores from other tests. Basically, if you take one test, that's your final score. You can't combine the highest scores from other sittings like you can with the super score. And luckily, in the last year, the ACT made a new rule, which is really, really convenient for a lot of students like you who may be studying for the ACT, but you can now retake individual sections instead of taking the entire test. And this is incredible because, one, you save a lot of time, a lot of energy, and also a lot of money. And y'all know how expensive that ACT test is. It's really, really expensive. And now that you can take like individual sections, you can really hone on one specific section that you're probably struggling on, and you can really study for that and just take that test in order to really get the highest score possible. So hopefully this video helps in determining how to calculate your ACT score. If you have any questions, you can drop a comment down in the description below, or you can contact us through our Contact Us page on our website, which is also linked in the description below. Thank you guys for watching.